Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trevette.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: 80s music, nature study, trading places, mythology, world geography, and parts of speech. Where do we begin, Player 1? The Greg Kihn Band was singing our song, crooning, "Our love's in this, baby." Okay, Player 1. Yes. Player 1. In 1984, his Let's Go Crazy said, "We are gathered here today to get through this thing called life." Yes, Player 1? Good. We return to you, Player 1. She told us, "Love is a battlefield," and in 1980 went to number 9 with "Hit Me With Your Best Shot." Player 1? That's correct. Player 1, back. In 1981, Sheena Easton sang, "My baby takes the this. He works from 9 till 5, and then he takes another home again." It's Player 1.
Yeah!
We return to you. Well, I talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Lip Sync asked, "Won't you take me to here?" Yes, Player 1? You are correct. We return to you, Player 1. An oil called urushiol causes skin irritation when you brush up against this three-leafed plant, Rus radicans. It's Player 1. Right. Player 1, choose. And here's Kelly.
These spore-producing plants are among the Earth's most ancient. Some species date back more than 300 million years.
Yes, Player 1? Correct. Player 1. Pick like fish. Mushrooms have these, but in a mushroom, they're where the spores are produced. Yes, Player 1? Good. Select again. And here's Jimmy.
Near two major rivers, this Missouri city was founded as a fur trading post by Pierre Leclerc in 1763.
Okay, Player 1. Yeah, good. Select again. Some say his 12 labors were penance for killing his wife Megara and their children. Okay, Player 1. Sorry. Anyone else? Yes, Player 2. Right you are. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 2, you make the next selection as we come. Jupiter is the Roman equivalent of this Greek god. Player 1. That's it. Player 1, you start us off. Melbourne is in the Australian state named for this woman, a friend of Viscount Melbourne. It's player one. That's it. You again, player one. Dream when you're feeling blue. Dream. That's the thing to do. Dream. Yes, player one. Nope. Anyone else? Here's what we wanted. A verb. Please pick again, player one. Rodney Dangerfield said, "When I was born, I was so ugly, the doctor slapped my mother." Ugly. Let's hear it, player one. No, that's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? The correct response is an adjective. You again, player one. Here's Jimmy. He'll show you.
Victor Hugo described the tide rising as swiftly as a galloping horse here at Mont Saint-Michel in this country.
Player one? That is correct. Player one. Pick again.
Frankfurt's Rossmarkt was a site for this type of animal trading, also a term for hard bargaining.
Yes, player one? No. Anyone else? Okay, player two. Correct. Player two, you're in command of the board as we continue, right?
Located on this continent, the Kanem-Bornu Empire lasted 1,000 years by being a center of trade.
Yes, player two. That's not it. Any other takers? Okay, player one. Yes. Okay, let's get back into this. Player one, you make the next. She was given a box and told not to open it. She did, releasing the world's evil, but shut it before hope could escape. It's player one. Yes. Player one. Answer, the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. You need to select your wager. And the clue. Paulistas live in a large city in this large South American country. You are still in first place, though. The correct response is Brazil. Please pick again, player one. I killed a man in Reno just to watch him die. In... Here's the response we were looking for. A preposition. We return to you. We know you're very smart, but are you smart enough to know? Very. The correct response is an adverb. Player one. So when you're happy, hooray, or sad, aw, or frightened, eek, or mad, rats. Hooray, aw, eek, rats. Here's the response we were looking for. Interjections. You get to pick again. It's Africa's highest mount that shares its name with a country. Here's what we were looking for. Mount Kenya. We return to you, player one. This country's Grand Canal ends at the port of Hangzhou. Let's hear it, player three. No, that's not right. Anyone else? It's player two. You are correct. Player two, where do we start? Kelly?
According to Greek myth, this monster depicted here ate people who could not answer its riddle.
Yes, player one? Right. Player one? This Greek sea god could cause springs to flow and create storms with a flourish of his trident. Let's hear it, player one. You got it. Player one, choose again.
From its founding in 1898 until 1919, this exchange was known as the Chicago Butter and Egg Board.
We're talking about Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Player one, back to you.
This city's Grand Bazaar was built in 1461 by Sultan Mehmet the Conqueror.
We're talking about
Istanbul.
player one, back. The northern fur species of this migrates from its breeding grounds in Alaska's Pribilof Islands to California. Player one? Right. And the last clue for $1,000. The freshwater peach blossom type of this sticky coelenterate is making a comeback in China's Jilin Lake. It's player three. Nope. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player two. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? It's player one. That's correct. The selection will be yours, player three, when we return from this break. Categories for the Double Jeopardy round are the quasi-war with France, colleges and universities, synonyms, at the dentist's office, movie folk, and ancient Greek drama. Player three, make a selection, please, as we continue. The trustees of the College of California bought 160 acres of land north of Oakland and named the site this in 1866. Player one? Nope. Any other takers? Let's hear it, player 2. Sorry. Oh! That's wrong. Any other takers? Let's hear it, player 3. That's right. Way to go. This Tulsa college was founded by and named for an evangelist, later the school's chancellor. It's player 3. You are correct. Select again. On June 21st, 1798, this president told Congress he was going to break off relations with France. Here's the correct response. John Adams. Player 3. Pick again. Preparations for war included adding ships like the USS Constitution, nicknamed this in the War of 1812. Player 3? Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? Okay, player 2. Yeah, good. You've got some money again. Player 2, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? USS Constellation beat both La Vengeance and L'Insurgente in this sea, where the U.S. enjoyed a home field edge. It's player 2. Correct. We return to you, player 2. Drill speed is measured in these. Dr. Morrison's in 1871 did about 600. Today's turbine-powered ones, about 300,000. The correct response is RPM. Player 2, back to you. The American Dental Association says this is perfectly safe as the basis for amalgam fillings. It combines with other materials to make it stable. Yes, player 1? Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Anyone else? Here's what we were looking for. Mercury. Player 2, back to you. As a noun, it's a synonym for flower. As a verb, it's to blossom or come into one's own. Okay, player 1. Yep. Player 1. Synonyms for crowd include throng, flock, and this word that can also mean an infatuation. It's player 1. That is correct. You again, player 1. In court, you won't hear a lawyer say remonstrance, but this synonym. Yes, player 1? Good. Please pick again, player 1. Rejected by USC Film School, this S in DreamWorks SKG now sits on the film school's board of counselors. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Player 1. Jerry Maguire was originally written for Tom, not Cruise, but him. It's player 1. Yeah. Good. You get to pick again, player 1. Answer. The first of the Daily Doubles. You are in the lead right now. What are you going to wager? He majored in journalism at Fordham before playing a newspaper reporter in the Pelican Brief. That puts you even further ahead. Player 1, choose again. This actor got his name by giving his mom a fetal kick while she viewed a Da Vinci work. Player 1? That is correct. We return to you, Player 1. To get orc war screams for The Lord of the Rings, this director put phonetic yells on a scoreboard for 25,000 cricket fans. Okay, Player 1. That's right, way to go. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. Back in the 19th century, ladies didn't faint, but did this 5-letter synonym. Yes, Player 1? That is correct. Select again. This synonym for to seclude is also a word for part of a monastery or convent. Let's hear it, Player 1. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? The correct response is cloister. Player 1, back to you. Judges were chosen by lot for the drama competition known as the Dionysia in this city. It's Player 1. Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? Player 3? No. Any other takers? Let's hear it, Player 2. Yep. All right, let's get back into this. Player 2 has control. According to a play about her by Euripides, this woman did not spend the Trojan War at Troy, but in Egypt. It's Player 1. No. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, Player 2. Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? Player 3? Good. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as we... Let's take it over to Jimmy.
In The Clouds by Aristophanes, a man desires to send his son to study with this Greek philosopher depicted here.
Okay, Player 1. Good. Player 1. This title angry wife plots revenge against Jason by killing his new flame with a poisoned garment. It's Player 1. That's right, way to go. Player 1. The 3 parts of this Greek dramatic trilogy are Agamemnon, Coephae, and Eumenides. Here's the correct response. The Oresteia. You get to pick again, Player 1. Cavities form when bacteria break down sugars, forming this substance that dissolves enamel. Yes, Player 1? That's right, way to go. Player 1, pick again. Answer? The second daily double. You are in the lead right now. Decide on your wager, Player 1. Here is your daily double clue. Modern lead aprons worn during X-raying have a collar to protect this gland from the radiation. That puts you even further ahead. Player 1, choose again. From the Latin for to close, it's the alignment and spacing of your upper and lower teeth when you bite. Here's the response we were looking for. The occlusion. You again, Player 1. Founded as a Methodist college in 1838, it moved to Durham, North Carolina in 1892. Yes, Player 1? Good. You get to pick again, Player 1. Let's go over to Jimmy.
The modern sport of bungee jumping got off the ground in 1979 when this school's dangerous sports club jumped off a bridge in Bristol, England.
Let's hear it, Player 1. Good. Player 1. The athletic teams of this Massachusetts college are nicknamed the Lord Jeffs. It's Player 1. That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Amherst College. Select again. The rally cry of the Americans during the fight was "Millions for this, but not 1 cent for tribute." Let's hear it, Player 1. Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? We're talking about defense. And the $2,000 clue? In October of 1797, the United States met with agents of France known by these 3 code letters. Player 2. No. Anyone else? Let's hear it, Player 1. Correct. Only one of you will be moving on to Final Jeopardy. Sorry, folks. Here comes the Final Jeopardy, players. The category is this: Championship Sports. What are you going to wager? The Final Jeopardy clue is, in 2007, this university became the first to hold national titles in both football and basketball in the same year. Let's see your response. And that will lose you. Here's the correct response. Florida. Congratulations, Player 1. You're the winner. So long, everybody.